To take you live now to Sydney. We're listening here to police speaking about finding a second body at Botany.
Monday the 9th of December 2024, emergency services were called to Bushland and Sir Joseph Banks Park in Botany. Following reports, a body had been located. Officers attached to South Sydney Police Area Command arrived to find the body of the woman wrapped in plastic. The matter was taken over by the homicide squad under Strike Force Zhuojun, with the assistance of other specialist police and also investigators from Central Met region and also Southwest region. As we know, the woman was formally identified as Zhuojun Sally Li of Greenacre. On Saturday, the 14th of December 2024, police made an appeal to locate Sally's husband, Zhuojun Rex Chen, also aged 33, as we held grave concerns for his welfare. Today, we conducted a further search in the Botany area in Foreshore Road, and about 2 p.m, Strike Force detectives conducted a search with the assistance of specialist police search and rescue coordinator, police from Public Order and Rights Squad, Central Met Region searchers, and other investigators. More detailed search in that area and located a body in the same area where Sally had been located. This body has yet to be formally identified. We can confirm it's a human body, and also those inquiries are still ongoing. We've got a crime scene established there now. We've got forensic police and specialist police on site doing a very methodical crime scene examination, forensic examination. All I can say is the body is submerged in a creek in water, covered with very thick bush foliage, bulrush reed, which makes it very difficult to see, and has been there for some time. So there is a strong likelihood, an assumption that this is the body of Rex. I also can say that the next of kin of Rex have been contacted in Taiwan by New South Wales Police and have been informed of the latest development. However, again, this is an ongoing forensic search. The body's only just been located. This will take some time. The crime scene may take hours, if not overnight. And then we still have to formally identify the body, which may be difficult because of the nature of the decomposition again. But that's the latest with the investigation. Happy to take questions.
Are you treating this as a double murder, Danny?
Well, at this stage, yes, because we've got 2 bodies located in the same area, and we are treating it as more than likely a targeted double murder. As I said previously, we thought there was a third party involved, very strong investigative theory. That is now been confirmed, that it's more than one person had targeted both Sally and more likely Rex, and have murdered them, dumped their body off Foreshore Drive at Botany.
The vehicle that's been circulated and you've now located, do you think that was the vehicle used to dump the bodies?
Yes.
And do you
that's been forensically examined as well, and we believe from the inquiries that again, this only has been a recent investigation, has been ongoing, and the investigators have worked tirelessly around the clock to significantly progress this investigation. But that is the theory, that is the vehicle that was used to dump the bodies, and it's been forensically examined and seized.
And probably at the same time?
Probably at the same time, yes. And probably the theory would be that the bodies, and again, I don't want to jump the gun if this is Rex, but the location of where the murder would have happened would have been in the Greenacre address. That there's a strong theory that we have. Bodies then driven to Foreshore Drive and place where they are now. They were there for some time. Obviously, we've got a body that's very well covered, submerged in a creek, covered in complete undergrowth, and the other body we found was obviously Sally. So That's probably the likelihood, and that's where the investigation's running, that the Greenacre was the actual location. Bodies then, the cars then travelled to Foreshore Drive.
Does the murder have anything to do with Rex's prior drug charges? Do we know?
We believe that one of our strong lines of inquiry in relation to when we found Sally's body would be that there was some monies owed, some financial debts owed. What I can say is, in furtherance to that, there was some information that was floating around about the phone being used, and that Rex was still alive at some stage after. That could be, well, again, we're jumping the gun that this is Rex that we've dislocated, but the strong likelihood it is, if that's the case, his phone had been used. We believe it was used by a third party. And when I say that, that'd be the people responsible for the, likely for the murder of both Sally and Rex. They had travelled up to Queensland. We retrieved Rex's phone in Queensland. Our homicide squad detectives travelled up there, and great assistance from the Queensland Police Service. Made a large number of inquiries up there, and from that, able to make further inquiries about two people that then travelled overseas. So we're looking at now not only making those inquiries in Queensland, but we now have made a number of liaison with Taiwan authorities and Chinese authorities. So we're looking at the possibility of both, at least two people involved and both offshore. But we have to look about anyone else who may be involved.
Taiwan and China,
Yes.
or one or the other? Taiwan.
Well, I'll say Taiwan authorities and Chinese authorities.
And do you think that they left the country within hours or
I'm not going to go into all the timeline, unfortunately, but obviously at some stage after the bodies had been dumped in Botany, travelled up to Queensland, we've located a phone that ultimately had found its way back to the next of kin, which were then police seized. So that phone has been forensically examined as well. And from the inquiries we've found so far, we believe there's at least two people involved, and both have travelled overseas. I'm not going to talk about dates, but if since considering, we believe post the bodies being dumped, they have travelled overseas.
And do you have any idea?
New South Wales Police there with an update after a second body was found in Botany, just south of Sydney.